guys, it's Kiki, and today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for October 2019. So I will be showing you guys the spreads that I used for this month. So since this month there will be Halloween, I decided to do that as my theme. So I have a lot of spiderweb doodles and pumpkin doodles, and the color scheme will be orange. So before we get started, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single person who supports me and this channel, and I can't believe that we've already reached 1,000 subscribers. So this is kind of a 1,000 subscriber special kind of video, and I spent a lot of time and effort into this video, and I tried this new filming style. So please let me know down below if you guys like it or if you prefer my older one. Anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first page is of course the title page, so as I do every single month, I did a square in the middle, and then inside it I wrote October in calligraphy. So since the theme is of course Halloween, I went in and drew a spiderweb in the inside of the square, and this worked perfectly because usually spiderwebs are in the corners of rooms, and so using the corner of the square made it easy to do the spiderweb. So basically all you do is just draw some lines sticking out of the corner, and then you basically just connect each line using a curved line. So that probably made no sense, but you can see here that I'm doing exactly that. So I just went ahead and drew the spider webs on the right top corner and the left bottom corner. Around the outside of the box, I drew some pumpkins, so I'm using the Pentel Energel ink, and this ink actually does not smudge, and so it is very useful for bullet journaling or note-taking, so I would definitely recommend this pen. Anyways, I'm drawing a oval and then making some vertical lines to represent the edges of the pumpkin. As you can see here, I am using a different camera angle, so let me know down below if you guys like this type of filming. So in this video, I decided to add some of my normal shots as well as these side shots. So after I drew all the pumpkins, I went in and colored them all. For this month, I decided to use the Malt Liner brush pens as well as my normal Malt Liners, and I'm actually using a couple shades of orange, and this is because it makes the theme come together a lot more and it actually looks a lot more aesthetic. So I would recommend using a couple shades of orange or brown or whatever color you're doing for the theme. The next spread is the monthly calendar spread, so I started it off by writing October at the very top as a title. And for the actual calendar, I decided to do some squares for the calendars. So I don't think I've done this before if my memory serves well. And this actually looks really aesthetic, and I really like this theme. So I think I'll probably do this a lot more often, and this is basically just a type of month calendar that you can do, but you can obviously do any type of calendar if the bullet journal you're using isn't the measurements that I have. After doing the actual calendar, I decided to number in the dates using my orange pen. For the Halloween theme, I decided to go with calligraphy rather than normal block writing, so for the days of the week, I decided to use my Pentel Fude Touch brush pen. So I just went in and wrote Monday all the way to Sunday using my pen. But of course, if you don't have a calligraphy pen, you can always use a normal pen. Then I just wrote Halloween on the left side page since I had some space and since Halloween is the main part of this month. Then on the right page, I wrote a to-do section as well as a next month and notes section. So I just drew a box for the to-do section, and for the notes and next month section, I just split the side that's left on the right. After that, I just filled in the empty spaces with the pumpkin doodles. So you may have noticed I'm not the best artist, and I actually really suck at art. So this is kind of going out of my comfort zone that I'm using drawings in my bullet journals. But if you have like any suggestions for the next month, please let me know down below. And as you can see, I'm just filling in the empty spaces using my very messy pumpkins. The next spread is actually one of the spreads I use very, very often. So this spread has a to-do section as well as a don't do section and a notes section. So this spread is really, really useful if you don't have time to journal, or if you find that whenever you get homework, you don't write it in your diary. So this is really, really helpful, especially when you're on the go or if you don't have much time. It basically just has a to-do section where you will write all the things you need to do that month. And there's also a don't do section, which are things that you don't want to do that month. And then the final section is the notes section, which I actually use the most. And this is because whenever I get homework or assignments, I tend to usually just jot them down anywhere. So having a specific spot to do that is very, very helpful when you want to stay organized. Then I just drew some pumpkins at the very bottom of the notes section, and this really helps in completing the spread and linking it with the theme. Here I'm just giving you guys an example that you can use for the don't do section. So I just wrote don't procrastinate, and this should help me not procrastinate for the month. So this spread I actually haven't done in any of my monthly spreads. So I'm actually really, really proud of this page and how it turned out. So basically it is just a quotes page, and I thought, why not do a quotes page since it's Halloween and since I don't use my sleep tracker as much as I should. So I just did a quote that said, do something that scares you every single day. So I just drew a witch hat at the very top, and it's actually really messy, and I'm sure all the artists out there can do a much better job than me. For the quote part, I decided to use different types of fonts and lettering to really make the quote look more aesthetic. So the first font that I used was just a simple normal handwriting caps font, and then the next part I just did a cursive type of handwriting, and then the scares you part I decided to use my Pentel Fruity Touch brush pen. For the font underneath that, I just wrote everything in a highlighter, then I did the left hand shadow with a normal black pen. For the final line, I just wrote day in my thick black brush pen. The next spread is my weekly spread, so I started it off by writing OCT at the very top using my calligraphy pen, and then I wrote the days right next to it. This is actually a spread that I've been using before the Plan With Me series and way before I even started this YouTube channel. So it's really a good spread for anyone who wants it to look really, really nice and also make it functional. I just wrote Monday all the way to Sunday using my Pentel Fruity Touch brush pen, again since the theme will be using calligraphy. And then I just wrote the dates on the most left side of each page. Then I just highlighted the space between the date and the day of the week. I actually used to use banners a lot when I used to do my bullet journals before the bullet journal series, and I actually can't believe that I haven't done any banners yet. So this is just a really simple banner that separates the bottom of the page into a notes and to-do section. So I just colored in the banner space before I drew in the banner, and then inside the banner I just wrote notes and to-do in a normal handwriting. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you guys like this filming style or the filming style I did before. So you may have noticed that lately I've been trying to change up my content a little and make it more high quality, and also change up my filming style. So please let me know if I'm doing well in that, or if there are any other improvements that you could make. Also, I just want to say another thank you to everyone who supports me down below, and the comments I get are so sweet and so nice, so thank you to every single person out there. As always, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it, and comment down below what videos you would like me to do next, as well as any ideas that you might have for the theme of November. Bye guys, see you next time!